can't you see? So locate and stand straight and take aim. Let's gun is in my hands now, and I can't pull the trigger. I aim and then I fall down to my knees. The bullet's in my hand now, and I can't load the chamber. Is this what you'll remember of me? Remember carefully. The gun is in my hands now, and I can't pull the trigger. I aim and then I fall down to my knees. The bullet's in my hand now, and I can't load the chamber. Is this what you'll remember of me? The gun is in my Is this what you'll remember of me? The gun is in my Is this what you'll remember of me? Remember carefully.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. FSB Live's back on the air. I'm your host, Shawn Reap, in the booth as always. My partner in crime, the man, the myth, the monster, Milt Minter Jr. How you doing, buddy?
We here live, Indianapolis, the Brickyard. We're going to have some action right now.
Absolutely. We are at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
I've been there. I think I was 2 years old. What my mommy says.
I have not been there, but this is the home track for several of our FSB regulars here tonight. I don't see, is Isaac? Oh, Isaac didn't make the field tonight, but our series admin, Ryan Johnson, he's an Indiana boy. We got John the Dog Palmer and Pops Margison. Those are all Indiana natives, and definitely looking to make some noise at their home track tonight. We got Barrett McKay checking in the chat. Thanks for watching as always, Barrett. And 9 watching. All right.
Yeah.
Let us know who your pick is there in
I've told a couple of my
chat.
coworkers about it, so if they're watching, yo. And we'll be back at it 6 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning. Let's go.
Absolutely. And let's get to our starting grid real quick here. We got Dan Irvine on the 27, taking the pole. I'm trying to get over to him here. Having camera issues.
I don't know. It looks like you're just right on the grid right there, man. You might get run over there in your chair
That's the
if you're
gopher
not
cam.
careful.
That's the gopher cam right there. Yeah, so Dan Irvine on the pole with 51.975. The only one that cracked the 52-second bracket. Mark DeRocket descends, starts on the outside of the front row with the number 3 car. Did I hear some Bond music there for a second?
Yeah.
Keep it under 20 seconds so I don't get sued. Joining us in the booth, our in-race reporter and the Tuesday night Chicken Run Series winner here at Indy, Dan Jones.
Edging it out by a bumper.
The 007.
That was awesome.
Second place, Shawn Reap.
And third place, Rick
Honk it up
Bisconner. All
tonight.
3 of us banging doors across the line. That was one of the most fun races of the year. And Dan Jones will start the 007 car 5th place tonight.
What a field, my God.
Yeah, Ken Hansen 3rd, Matt Watkins 4th. Rick Bisconner, the other member of that door banging gang there, in the 109 car 6th. Slim Jim Gately in the 23 7th. T.G. Reese and Pops Margison, the aforementioned Indiana native. Yeah, this is a stacked field tonight, guys. Bob Dixon, Steve Weber, Will Farmer, Ryan Johnson, Bill Farmer, Rick Castle, Jeff Habbock, John the Dog Palmer, and Brad Otto, rounding out your cars that turn lap times. And Jeff Hale takes the provisional and gets the 20th spot. Ken Shea, he won that dice roll. He gets 2 empty pit boxes in front of him because me and Milty obviously aren't starting there. 91 car starts technically 23rd with 2 empty pit boxes in front of him. I don't know if Sammy's going to run tonight. He's been just watching this week, but hopefully he gets out there in the 98. Diamond Dave Simons and Den Francisconi. I think he might actually be starting this one.
I think
He likes
Sam
Indy.
is also.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I think Sam said he was also.
Excellent. So hopefully the boss man gets out there.
Flamin' Sammy.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't remember from Tuesday. What's the pit window we're looking at here, Dan?
I forgot. I haven't looked yet. Let
2
me,
mile track's probably about 18 to 20 laps.
it says 20, so probably 18, yeah.
Yeah, 2.5 mile track, rather.
Tire dag's a definite issue here.
Yeah,
Not
the
so much in these cars as the Pro Cup cars, but
Yeah, I mean, my front tires were yellow at the end of that race Tuesday, but we were going at it pretty hot and heavy. And that's something you want to keep in mind here. You want to take care of the car early in the run. The draft does have some effect, has a very strong effect, in fact, but it's not a strictly drafting track like Daytona, Talladega. You just want to keep touch with the cars in front of you, keep in a pack, and but still take care of the tires.
little cat and mouse and pit stops there with Bisconner and in the SDP car and the 9 of the beer can.
You see the
Looking
95.
good tonight. Barrett's got him.
The
Knight's gonna win this
Rusty's.
thing.
Rusty's
Coors
machine
and
there.
SDP, yum.
The Rusty's machine there of Will Farmer demonstrates how you can get a little
Whoa!
snappy loose here, going through the corners, and he comes in for one
The
last pit
mustard's
stop
off the
practice.
hot dog.
Yeah, Will Farmer is your Thursday night winner in the trucks last night at Homestead. That was another barn burner.
Drivers, to your cars.
So congratulations to young Will Farmer. I don't
Bill
see Dennis
Warner.
Chambers out there tonight.
Yeah, and he's when we look at the points here, we've got 3 races left, including this race. The
That's
2
right. Next,
makeup races. So
next week is a
Matt
doubleheader,
Watkins
folks.
has clinched this bad boy already. But we got Bisconner, Chambers, Weber, and Ryan Johnson within 13 points. And Slim Gately, Jim Gately,
Slim
snapped
Gately.
himself into a Slim Jim. He's not here tonight.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he is? Wow. Everybody's here. Well, he's 70 points back of the leader, but only, he could get himself into the podium here still.
Drivers, start your engines.
Lining up, crossing the bricks here.
You can see the starting grid from the Formula One field is still there. This is a modern version of the track.
Yeah,
can
don't
see
get
the
me
safer
started
barrier.
about that last race there.
Have they been
Sorry
back since
to you
that tire
French
fiasco?
people, but I was pretty mad at Michelin there for that race. But anyway,
Well, this track it's had some tire debacles in both Formula One and NASCAR over the years. Let's not forget that 2008, that race won by Jimmy Johnson where cars couldn't go like 20 laps on the tires or something just absolutely ridiculous like that. The real NASCAR race here has had a hard time recovering from that, even though there have been some good races since then.
well, it's a cheese grade. It's a tire grader. These cars are over 3,000 pounds simulated, but I mean, you got to really lift. You got to save tires here as a driver.
Well, real quick before that pace car ducks off, who are we gonna go with here? I'm taking my man. I'm
going with the. Oh, you're first. All right,
my wingman, my buddy, my teammate, Dan Jones. I think he backs up that Tuesday night win.
Yeah, it's Mr. Bond. I'm going with the 3 of Mark DeCenza. He's due and he fast.
He fast everywhere, and this is one of his best tracks. That's definitely a sound pick.
Pit stops are going to be the issue for him. Probably not early. I'm expecting some early cautions. This
Pace
is
car
Indy.
in.
Then they'll settle out down later. We'll see. I'm hoping there's no cautions, but that's usually the trend.
We got a great view for the green flag here.
The crowd is roaring. The green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. That Watkins qualifying high there and getting a spot, P3.
Pops Margison and Steve Webber looking to catch some wall there in the middle of 1 and 2.
Derby Dawn with a great run coming out on the 9 there. 9 got pitched down. Easy, they get in line. There they go.
See cars jockeying for position all over the backstretch. Passing is very
here
difficult
comes
here.
Slim Jim.
Oh, the 3 car hard in the wall there off
Oh, no.
turn 3. I mean, it's not as hard as you can hit, but it's not going to help, man. Rick Bisconner barely misses it off turn 4.
That's going to have damage on that Wrangler car. He probably made a mess in those Wrangler pants there.
Yeah, he's definitely taken some damage from that. That was a substantial smack. 109 Rick Bisconner probably okay, but you see he lost momentum trying to keep it out of the wall. But that's not... I'd rather lose the momentum than lose the right side downforce. So that's a wise move by Rick there.
Pretty tough season for Bob Dixon in the other SDP car there, as he's getting passed by the Rusty's car, Phil Warmer. Looking to get a good run here tonight. A lot of stuff happening to him out of his control. That's racing.
And we do have a caution in the air. Our first caution here on the second lap.
Brad Otto, the 31 United States Marine Corps car. Might have been him.
Ooh, actually I found it. I'm backing it up here on the laptop.
Do you feel dizzy? Do you feel faint?
And you'll see here the 101 of Jeff Habak. It's a little loose. Coming off the corner right in front of Sam Young. Hard impact for the 98 car. That's probably going to end the night for him.
Oh, the boss is out.
That was... Oh, look at the back end busted up.
Barrett tore his jeans there. Oh, looks like a snap loose for the 101, and Sam had nowhere to go.
Yeah, it was just right
And
in front of the
also,
98.
Dave Simon's got a little piece of that. Oh, Sammy's
Look at exactly what Sam saw coming in. There.
he's puffing, and he's puffed the Magic Dragon there, smoke piling off of that car. That's a hard lick.
Put him in the spin cycle there.
Whoa.
That is definitely a vomit-inducing ride there.
Wow, what do you do? I mean, at that speed, you're like, oh my, and then there, bam, you know.
I can confirm the 98 car has retired. Sam
You're
Young
lifting
out
in the
early.
center of the corner. But at that point, you're getting back on the gas and then lifting again for turn 2, and he was on the gas. There's nowhere to go. A lot of cars down pit road. Tire wear.
Tire wear, fuel mileage plays. It's all going to come into effect here. You probably see some 2-tire stops for track position at this point.
We're under caution here. We got Slim Jim Gately. What's up, Slim?
Man, I wasn't sure about that incident. Did I cause that?
No, I don't think so. You were nowhere near it, were you?
Well, I got in a little loose under Rick, I believe, and I know we touched, and I wasn't sure if I caused it. So.
No, it was further
that's
back
a
in the field. It
separate
was the
incident,
101, the 98, and the 02.
Okay.
Yeah, the 101 took credit for it.
Okay. I must have missed that. Just wanted to make sure. Hey, if one of you guys don't mind, if you can put me back down in my team channel.
That was Milty.
I got you.
Thank you.
Medic.
Oh, we have Sam Young. Yeah, so you're going to need a new helmet there because that one's full of vomit, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to explain what's going wrong with my fire suit. Anyway, it was a rough one. Yeah, that was no way to start your race, but you know what? I haven't competed with these fellows most of the season, and let them do their thing. And I told them in the drivers' meeting tonight, guys, this is the most important thing. Is there's not a driver here that can't win tonight, and that's a credit to our league. So
Absolutely.
it's really cool.
I was saying that in the rundown. I mean, this is a stacked field. Every single one of these guys could potentially pull it off tonight. And you're absolutely right.
I would not be the one you want to be betting on.
You'll be glad to know, Sammy, that was not a broadcaster jinx that got you.
Yay! I never get picked. You guys never pick me.
Yeah, well, you
You're
start
not
showing
supposed
up
to
and
pick
start
me
showing some
anyway.
consistency, and we might start doing that.
Yeah, we got well, he's the boss, so I'm not going to say nothing.
I have no idea what that was, Milty, so I'm bringing you up for that.
Appreciate you guys so much. Thanks.
Hey,
Oh,
we got
well,
we got you on the air winning that Dover race, though, Sammy. So don't sell yourself short.
No, I've won two broadcast
That's
races
right,
in
two
New
broadcast
Hampshire
races,
and Dover.
yeah.
Yep. Very, very proud of those. Those are my favorites. And I stunk at
winning
Dover.
this league at this level, anything is you should be proud of. It's not easy.
I had to outrun Mark DeSenza that night, and I could never do it again because there's no way you could be on the seat of your pants and survive that way, that fast, when you got him stalking you. So I got lucky.
Absolutely. DeSenza, speaking of him, got hard damage there with cold tires. We're going to have to see what that 3-car has left there as he's lost some positions.
Well,
I'm
you
sure
probably
it took some time for them to work on that car under the yellow flag pit stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say he dropped back a few spots. Probably the right thing to do to fix that damage early on, because even if it's just a teeny bit of damage, it'll make the car just a little bit tighter. And while you can still hang on to the pack, you're gonna use the tires up, and you're gonna lose your maneuverability, and you're not gonna be able to pass. You're gonna only be able to follow. So, it doesn't look like it was a real hard hit. I don't see a gap on his fender.
We got Will Farmer. What's up, Will? How's your race going? Making some passes?
Hey, what's up, Milt? Yeah, pretty much all my passes so far I've been in the pit road, but we are only 5 laps in. I'm hoping to kind of stay up front here tonight. The cars hasn't been perfect for me, I feel. I don't know, I'm probably just this setup I can't really figure out how to get it perfect, but
it's a great setup. Just follow that 007. He knows the way.
he's in here too.
Yeah,
You know-
absolutely. Maybe you guys could give it, young Will here a tip here before we go back to green. Long pit road.
Yeah, just stay
uh,
behind me.
Yep.
There you go. Push the 007. I like
see.
that strategy.
You ain't got more. These guys are worried about their own jobs, you know. I mean,
Now,
so-
I'll work with you, Will, because the competition looks pretty tough ahead.
Yeah, right. These guys, these are the best we got right here.
Got to work together when you're, I'm telling you. Hey, Will, I seen you do a nice little save there during practice in the broadcast.
Yeah, you got some screen time getting that Kyle Busch save in there right before he pitted for the final time.
Yeah, that was
like,
good, wasn't it?
surfing
190
safari.
mile power slide.
So you
I've
close
been
your
trying-
eyes, stab the brake, and turn the wheel, right?
I've been trying to practice those rather than practice not wrecking. Just practice how to save the car when it wrecks.
That
Maybe not
is
the best
important.
idea.
Well, no,
Well,
it's a
you
good skill to
kinda
have
have to.
because keeping the
Those are
car,
all parts of it. Yep.
It's
Yeah,
funny,
keep
you
the
don't
car
want
in
to
one
wear
piece.
your tires up by using the brakes too much, but you also don't want to go in the wall, so damned if you do, right?
I'll kill the tires before I kill
Anyway,
the
your lights
the
are out
car.
on the pace car, guys, so
And
we'll
you
let you
risk.
get back to it.
Yeah, and you risk also, getting the car behind you, wrecking you.
Of course. All right. Well, we're going green here, guys.
Good luck, guys. I'm out of
Hoping
here
for
too.
a good green flag run.
All right, thanks, Will. Thanks, Sam, and of course, thanks, Dan, as always. And FSB pace car is about to duck off.
Single file restart.
Matt Watkins has taken the lead through the pit stops and will take us back to green, followed by TG Reese and Dan Irvine, your pole setter. Ladies and gentlemen, Milt Minter is in rare form tonight.
Oh,
In case you didn't know what that was his rendition, his heart-rendering rendition of the Super Mario Brothers theme, I think.
Yeah,
It was either that or the connection handshake
That
of the
was
28
it,
baud
but-
modem.
Yeah, you told me how it goes. You even give me a little, but I already forgot.
Yeah, I'm not taking credit for that, Milty. No, that's all your genius right there.
But I guess that's what it's going to be, unless, you know.
Well, we have settled out to single file runs here as they got going again. Lap 7 of 64. This is the point where people want to take care of the car early on if you're up front, and try and pick up what spots you can early on if you're further back, and work your way to that next pit stop.
TG Reese up in second place there. Ding! Chewbacca. Skull car's looking good.
You know, Tim talked a lot about
Dan Irvine in third there.
we haven't
Miller
talked a lot
car
about Derby
is
Don there
strong.
in the 49 in his demo Derby car, hanging in there in the top 5, currently 4th place.
That thing was rusty like 10 years ago, and I don't know how that car doesn't just fall apart, because it's just a rust bucket, and that's its nickname, Rust Bucket. He's been running that chassis his whole sim racing career, which is extensive. Lots of wins, championships. Derby Don, we haven't seen him on Friday night until the last broadcast, and we already saw the skill from the couch, the frozen tundra, where he lives up there in Canada. It cold, you know. He's got a really top level job there, making sure water doesn't crush people and stuff. You know, in charge of dams and stuff. Got a derby car there because you know, he's done extensive derby racing. Oh boy, TG Reese has got the 27 all over him. Dan Irvine. Nobody's wanting to pull out here. When you pull out, if nobody helps you, draft is you're going to go backwards.
Absolutely.
Still early, and they just want to run here and see what happens with tire wear. Really hard to follow here. Let's get some in-car of what it's like to follow around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
We'll go on board with Ken Shea in the 91 car. As I just picked him up on the right side. And there's Dan Irvine going underneath the 53, trying to take the lead up. Oh, Derby's loose. Derby is around, and here's what 91's going to see. Just a smoke screen ahead of him. 91, Ken Shea wisely gets on the brakes, brings the car to a stop.
Oh, it's out.
Looks like that collected Will Farmer, our other in-race reporter. Here we'll see what happened with Derby Don. I think I incorrectly reported him as the 48 car. He's the 49 car. He just got squirrely. He tried to keep it off of 53. Right in front of Mark DeSenza. Collects Slim Jim ever so slightly.
Oh, he got down on the... yeah, with the Indy cars at this track, you can get down below that white line. He got that tire right on that white line, and it snapped loose on him. And I've been there, done that. Happened so fast. Talking about a foot to 18 inches two in, as Luigi Chinetti used to tell my dad, you go two in the corner.
You know, I think Will's probably okay there. If he hit anything, it's going to be that left front corner. And looks like he's 95 is probably going to not be too much worse for the wear after that.
Well, that's a sticker-pecker moment right there. He saw it go on his left side. You see him twitch the wheel a little and realize the wall's right there. So
yeah,
that's scrape damage, but hopefully, no hard straight-on contact. Hopefully that'll be cosmetic for the 95 there.
You'll see the 53 car of TG Reese staying out to lead a lap, as everybody else come down pit road except him and Brad Otto.
Yeah, Barrett's got way loose. Yeah, that's when you get right down on that line. The car just the grip of that left front just fails.
Yeah, absolutely. And early on, first couple laps on cold tires, it's particularly snappy loose if you get down there.
Well, I better get a beer here while we're under caution. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Hopefully you won't get sued for that.
I don't know, we just gave him free advertising. I'm still trying to see if maybe Jeremiah Weed wants to sponsor me. Will Farmer, looks like he got a little bit of damage fixed on pit road, but he is down and away after 4 tires and fuel. I expect we will see the 31 and 53 hit pit road this time by, handing the lead back to the 35 of Matt Watkins, who you see entering the frame at the top. One of the things I was going to touch on in the lead-in here was that Indy is often feast or famine with the cautions, if, for lack of a better term. You either get a lot of them early on, or you'll see cars spin to the inside and not bring out the caution, and get these big, long, green runs. I get a feeling once we get settled in here, get a little bit of attrition, we're definitely going to see this race, start going the distance, start going to green flag stops.
Better and better.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, we're on the 53 car as he makes his pit stop.
Ding!
I'm only bringing you up for that once.
Yeah, but every time I see that skull, I just want to pinch between my cheek and gum.
I just want to vomit. That stuff's nasty.
It'll make your sticker pecker. You already rang me up for that one, too, so that's all right.
Make your sticker pecker from cancer, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, my tobacco chewing career was very short. That is an iconic paint job.
Absolutely
Great
is.
Harry Gant.
That's what the dichotomy
Look,
of...
a race car driver will sell his soul to the devil to get a ride.
Oh, that's what I've always
You
told
don't
people.
care,
Yeah,
sponsored by Satan.
exactly. These cars don't run on gasoline; they run on money. And so,
Kim right in the house.
if your money is green,
She's at work right now.
thanks for checking in, Kim.
Technology.
Yeah, if your money's green, you can get your name on the side of a race car pretty easily.
Believe me, I got stories I can't tell here, but my dad was the same way in real racing.
Or at least
I
back
don't
in the
care
day.
where you get your money, just you got a Porsche 935 for me to drive? Sure, I'll drive it.
Well, there's also been some shady characters that took advantage of that eagerness to accept the money from anywhere. I mean, I don't have anywhere near time to go into it here, but you got to read up on J.D. Stacy. Like in the early '80s, you saw like almost every car in the field had J.D. Stacy somewhere on it. Like Earnhardt was driving one of them. Mark Martin's career was almost destroyed by this guy. There's just some construction or oil tycoon who just thought it was cool to have his name on the side of a race car, but didn't bother paying anybody.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It is. And that's
Where's the money, man?
Something that still happens today.
Show me the money, Jerry.
You had that Nature's Bakery sponsoring Danica Patrick's car. Oh, surprise, surprise! They weren't paying the sponsor checks, and also surprise, surprise! I can't find Nature's Bakery in the grocery aisle anymore because I actually like those things. And DC Solar, yeah, almost derailed Ross Chastain's career, just like Mark Martin with the JD Stacy thing. But fortunately, he's rebounded and doing well in the trucks.
Well,
those guys got raided by the FBI.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm a talker. I'd love to talk, but actually, not going to betray any friends. Actually, I still have, but.
Let's just say you've got stories.
Let me just say that, that stuff went on in road racing too.
Oh, it happens everywhere. Yep.
And he's missed my gaze there. All of a sudden, I look and I see this bright yellow car, and
in fifth
that's
place.
the 91
Ken Shea, yeah.
of Ken Shea.
Well, we were on board with him there for that caution, right as we switched to him. And green flag back out here, Matt Watkins leads him back.
And this guy can roll.
That was why I had switched to him in camera 2. Oh, Rick Bisconner out of line. Looking to get underneath the 06 of Bill Farmer, our series sponsor.
Rick Castle sporting the Crown Royal and looking to get a good run here. Just consistent.
Oh, Bill Farmer is way loose off turn 2.
Whoa!
Oh, he was looking out the passenger side window, but he has kept it straight and going down the backstretch now.
Hey, you know, every time you get these restarts, you think you remember one. Oh, no, a little bit of contact there. I think the 91 and 91 goes around Ken Shea. He got spooked a little bit coming up on the 124, and then he got hit from behind. I believe that was Ryan Johnson.
101
That's
of
gonna
Jeff Habik is
have to
getting
bring
going
out the
again here.
caution. And it does.
Ryan Johnson seems to be
Rick
okay.
Castle did not spill a drop of that Crown Royal, though. Very good job.
That's important.
Looks like the 91 either came in a little too hot or expected the 124 to be going a little faster. Checked up a hair. At least that's my initial take on it, watching it live. Let's go to the pylon cam here and see.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Might have to go to New York here for a ruling.
In this
Wait,
case,
no,
New
that's
Jersey.
the NFL. I'm sorry, that's New Jersey.
Hey, nobody actually talks like that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know if you were closer, you'd smack me for doing that. So
Probably. All right, so it looks like he may have had a little help here. See, he recovered from that little checkup that the 124 had, and now he's looking to get around him. Decides to tuck back in behind, and you know, I'm not going to call that one way or the other. It looks like some incidental contact from
160 miles an hour going in that corner. Things happen really fast, folks. We're still going to get us some more in-car here. The other one's taking a look, showing him, then he's saying no, and he gives him a bump. When he does, he slows down. I don't think the car behind him realized, like we were showing with the in-car, the vision is definitely limited there.
Yeah, I think that was a little chain reaction
Everybody
there.
was really tight right there, so you're looking in the mirror too. You don't want to lift too much. Okay, this is a good view here.
91 just took it.
Copy that.
Yeah, he got in the back of the 124 and then tried to get out of it, and it messed up the rhythm of the other cars. Ken Shea, clean champion. He's won a lot of big races, and he owns up to it there. Good job,
Yeah, if he showed up more consistently, he'd have a big old pile of trophies.
Oh,
I'm
you
sure
kidding me? He's like Slim Jim Gately. The whole wall would be, covered in trophies. But these are guys that put, life first and race when they can, when they feel like it, and when they got the time.
And good news for the 101 of Jeff Habik. Looks like his car is okay. There's a little minor cosmetic damage after that slow spin. Trying to avoid it.
Power looking at a good finish here.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Maybe 2 years into sim racing.
He's been around a long time.
He has. Here anyway, and
yeah,
at this level, and just progressing all the time, learning, and man, it's hard to get a top 15 in this league.
Sometimes it's just hard to just get the luck put together too.
Yep.
But yeah, he's definitely been improving steadily as the time goes on here. I know he's looking to get Kim into driving with us too. I know he's trying to get 2 computers set up and 2 wheels there. So I'm sure she's going to be bugging him about that.
Yeah, we've definitely had combos like that before.
fact, I'm still on the hook to paint her a Blue Moon race car, as I recall, or 7-Eleven or Blue Moon, or I don't remember. It's somewhere in my direct messages.
We had the Butchers, Greg and Dawn Butcher, husband and wife, both race winners, contractors in South Carolina. I think it's North Carolina, and they still pay attention. Watch some of the broadcasts, and
yeah, I see them interacting with the Facebook page all the time because I see those notifications as being on the inside there.
Can't remember what race she won, but I think we broadcast it, and I was like screaming.
Now we've had
Go
Nicole.
girl, go girl!
And of course, I had Nicole Johnson as well.
Pigskin Drive. You know, my mom was sports car driver until
Really, I never knew that.
until she got pregnant with me.
Yeah, that is one of the
I
most
ruined her
limiting
racing
factors.
career,
Yeah.
but my dad did set her up, and she won several autocrosses back in the day. You know.
That is so cool. I never heard that before.
Yeah,
I
she
wondered
just
about
watched
that.
Ford versus Ferrari, and I was at work and just got off, and she texted or called me, and she was like almost crying, you know. So I remember back in the day, you know, your dad raced against Ken Miles, you know.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, no kidding, you know.
Yep. That's got to be yeah. quite
It
a
just
trip
brought
for
it
her.
back, especially the for you, the guys that have watched Ford versus Ferrari. All the Will Spring shots. I mean, I practically grew up there as a kid. All the sports car races, it brought it back home to me too. If
That
you
is so
haven't
cool
watched
that your
Ford
mom
versus
drove too.
Ferrari, you're a car person. You need to watch it.
That's so cool that your mom drove too. I never knew that, and that means this stuff is really, truly, 100% in your blood.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, well, she had the job, you know, back in the day, you know, and they were just struggling and trying to get my dad on the track, but you know, and they had a friend that helped them build like a autocross car with a Volkswagen frame and aluminum body on it, and yeah, back in the day.
Good stuff. Well, we got the lights off on the FSB Firebird pace car. We got Matt Watkins on the point again, Dan Irvine, Ken Hansen, Mark DeRocket DeSenza, and Dan Jones rounding out your top 5 there. We are about a quarter of the way in, and we're looking to get back to business here.
This could be the time for a long run. Every time you have to
No,
assume
don't say it. Don't say it.
But
Come
you
on, man.
also have to get good restarts and keep focused all the time as a driver. Every time you have these a big 2.5 mile track like this, definitely can lose your focus, lose your reality of what it was like to restart with cold tires the last time.
See, Dan Jones immediately under attack from the 23 car and teammate to the 23.
Yeah,
Slim-
checker flag teammates Slim Jim Gately and
Jeff Hale.
or they're not teammates. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're teammates, and we haven't
Okay,
talked about Hale tonight. Hale
I
took
lose
that
track
provisional.
of that, but they are going at it and trying to work together to make a move here.
Ooh,
But
Dan
Hale
Jones
gets
slams
left
that
behind
door.
there.
I'm sorry. 29 car there of Jeff Hale. You talk about your big track drivers. Ooh, the Super Speedway King, and he's pretty good here too.
You know, I think at first some of their starting towards the back was by design, but now it's kind of time to start to make some moves here.
I have to think maybe he wrecked in qualifying, because qualifying's really edgy here, and I've done that more times than I can count, trying to qualify here at Indy specifically. because I don't like to start in the back here. This is a track that's so hard to pass on. I don't want to be back there. But he's been known to do that, to take the rear end, you know, in the rear with the gear start. Yeah, Ken Hansen in the Battle of the Beers here, looking to work on the 27 car of Dan Irvine.
I like beer because it makes me a jolly good fellow. Because whiskey's too rough. And
Hey now.
champagne costs too much. And vodka puts my stomach in gear. I like beer.
And tequila doesn't play well with others.
Really
Irvine.
tight there with the 23 all over the 3. 3 is still pretty strong.
Meanwhile, 27 Dan Irvine gets under Matt Watkins, takes the lead, and ooh, Matt got a little loose there. You know, that's another thing about these not quite super speedway but still aero dependent tracks. When you change from clean to dirty air, it's a shocking difference in how the car handles.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Matt Watkins got he felt that, and he adjusted, well, about as quick as we're used to seeing Matt Watkins adjust.
Well, he adjusts with the steering wheel. He has great steering wheel quickness.
Ooh, 124, Rick
His focus
Castle,
level
hard in the
is
wall.
intense. Matt Watkins is one of the most intense people I know on the track. Off the track, it's like probably the most chillest person I know. His demeanor from racing and not racing is extreme. You know, some people are like Slim Jim Gately. He's pretty much the same all the time, just chill and mellow. Matt Watkins is, when he's behind the wheel and he's racing right now and he's in his team channel, he's a fire plug, dude. Let me tell you.
And he makes it look so easy. But he is working that wheel, and probably content to ride right now behind the 27 car. Save his stuff. We're not even close to halfway yet. In fact, oh, the lap counter froze again. Gosh darn it.
And that's Dan Irvine showing he's got strength. Got back, lost a few positions back there, 3rd, 4th. Unfazed, and now in the lead, and the 27 car's got real muscle. He's feeling the high life. Here comes the other beer can. The night of Ken Hansen. Taste the cool water.
I'm going to step aside for a second. Then when I come back, I'm going to see if I can't get that lap counter to wake up. And again, I'll be right back, folks.
Okay. Lap 26 of 64. Fuel calculations at this point. You got to get a few laps in when you're in the cockpit because you are the fuel calculator and the driver. You have Ron Trapinski you have your teammates. And guys, on the straightaway, you got long straightaways here, so you can take a look at your F screens, we call them, as a driver. They tell you tire temperature, tell you how much fuel, estimated fuel is left. You're already looking at the numbers here just to get it in your mind as you're driving at this speed with 3 feet away from the next car. One thing you worry about here, like Pocono, is aero push over time, starting to abuse that right front tire. That's probably more in my career where the setups weren't as good and as loose as they are now, which means the first couple laps they are really loose.
Yeah, but your tires wear in tighter here.
now that at this point the cars are really settled in, tire temps are up.
And you see Will Farmer is taking the lead of that second pack there. With his dad, 2 cars back there, the 06 car, Bill Farmer.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the 06. Definitely has been in the top 10. Problem is, these are the things that happen in these mid-race restarts where all of a sudden one guy kind of bobbles a little bit or doesn't get going, and all of a sudden packs are created, and it's hard to get it back. You got a solid, strong pack up front. Then with that second pack, can even, you know, you don't want to fight. You want to get in line like these leaders are and make time. Draft is huge. Did it a few laps, which is not that many laps at this track. Might already be thinking about, you always got to be thinking about tire wear, but then you start thinking about what kind of advantage I can make on my competitor with tire wear. Or do I need to try to make a pass here? And Matt Watkins is trying to make a pass, and he's side by side. The best, oh, and he gets loose. He gets, see that car control. Wow. Got down on that paint. And that, you know, tires and paint equals bad. It don't like it, but he definitely lost about a car length and a half to the 27. That draft should pull them back in, but that was a pucker moment right there.
Absolutely. You see, I've got our lap counter working again, and we are not quite to halfway yet.
You see that car control there. The quickness, like I was talking about, is steering wheel quickness. Replays I've seen, and when we were teammates in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, I got to get the insight, because we were always competitors, so, you know, he wasn't going to show me nothing of what he really could do. But when we were teammates in GTP, I got to see some replays that I was like, that's why he's so good. He's just a beast on that wheel. He's grabbing that wheel and going at it. Relentless intensity. Lap times, last lap for the leader, Dan Irvine. At the line, 51.9. Best lap, 51.6. So the cars are still in their sweet spot. That's hella fast. And now he's trying to break a little draft here. This is what you see a lot at Indy, especially in the Indy cars and the stock cars.
I'm not the biggest fan of that.
Is when you break the draft, you're breaking the draft and you're out by yourself, and you got 6-8 cars behind you. They're all in the draft together. It's very hard to do that with the other guys staying in line.
I was just going to say that's why I don't like it. You're not just breaking the draft for them, you're breaking it for you.
He actually lost about a car length. They closed up, but sometimes you got to try that. It's different if the field thins out at the end of the race and you got 2 or 3 cars. Then you might make that move, but you're also testing, you know, what you can do here.
Give a call to Bob Dixon there, hanging up 8th place, right up here in this lead pack. We haven't talked about him a lot after the lead in here. He's got that 43 STP machine up there in the top 10.
STP, the racer's edge.
I mean, well, the second pack looks like they're
he would
closing in
love
on him.
to win this race and have Andy Granatelli kiss him on the lips, you know. I'm sure Mario Andretti just appreciated that big time when he won the Indy 500.
Well, he's Italian. He used to that sort of thing.
Actually, he didn't kiss him on the lips, but kissed him on the cheek.
I'm starting to see that second pack there of Young Will Farmer and the 95 Rusty's machine has made up some ground. They're still 7 seconds back.
Starting to see some tire wear, and the 27 pulls off and pits right now.
All by himself.
All by
Ooh.
himself. This is a mystery with no warning whatsoever. Nothing on the scanner.
I can't. I mean, Ken Hansen's his
Okay,
teammate
yeah,
too.
there is stuff on the scanner. My bad. So
Yeah, Ken Hansen's his teammate. I'm surprised they didn't come in together because you
the
want to
nine
have
is pitting
friends.
this lap. Okay, we got pit stops. 3 pitting. Definitely not that many laps in, and they're definitely thinking of splitting this thing up in a couple more pit stops.
Oh yeah, it's one more stop from here. And you see tire smoke lit up as they come in there.
Undercutting these guys could turn out to be a
Oh,
really good
yeah.
move.
108 and the 91 get together on the track.
Oh, unless
That
you
is going
get
to
a
bring out your
caution.
caution.
This is going to crush the 27. He should be able to
No.
come out.
No, this is exactly what the 27 wanted.
Yeah, he should be able. Okay, yeah, that's right. He should be able to come out, and he will stay on the lead lap, and everybody else will have to pit, and he will resume the lead.
Oh, 007 passes through pit road, choosing not to stop. He must not have been across the line before the
Yeah,
yellow
exactly.
came out.
Boy, and that's hard stuff to think about when you're focused, and all of a sudden this comes out. 27 clutching already down the front straight under caution after making his stop. He's definitely thinking about, can I make this from here? And it's going to be close. He's at the 18 lap. It'd be okay though with the yellow flag laps here and clutching.
Yeah,
on
going
this
back
big
and looking
track.
at it, the 007 was well onto pit road already when the yellow came out, so he didn't have to skip his box, but it's probably best to play it safe.
You're going to lose a little track position here, Dan.
I think
Yeah.
it's going to come out in the
Either way.
wash, probably.
Either way, I would have lost, right?
I think you
just
might have been
bet-
sitting pretty, actually, with the caution come out after you hit pit road. This is really going to benefit the 27 more than anybody else.
Yeah, because he pitted right at the right time. He didn't know, but... And how does this affect the 9? I think he'll be okay because did he pit? Was he pitting when it came out?
Yeah, he
or-
was on pit road when the caution came out.
Yeah, he was behind me. Yep.
Ah,
Matt Watkins still scored as your leader. He's actually probably... yeah, he's going to lose the most out of this, to be honest. Yeah, 27's the big winner. 35's the big loser in this one.
going back and look at the scanner, he had not signaled or to pit, so he was planning on going a few more laps before he pit.
Yeah, the 108 did have a pitting message up. 91 says he missed the pit signal. Sorry. Unfortunately, that's gonna be your 2 and done for the 91 car, though. I'm fairly certain he has retired already.
27 just coasting, the engine off or just barely idling. Coast, 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 coast. Save every inch of fuel. Gotta save every inch of that beer and suck that baby dry there at the end. Tip that can way high and hope it's enough. Let's see how this sorts out. As usual, FSBRacing.com. It just gets better as the race goes on, and then you're going to have some frantic action here. The revs are revving up. Got to take a moment right here. It is what it is. You got to regroup as a driver and then focus on what's in front of you, trying to make hay. As they cross the line here, we should get an idea of exactly what we're looking at.
Well, John Dog Palmer manages to pick up a lap lead out of all that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got me some team points there. I'm going to take my flight simulator and bomb your ass after the race. That's my dog impersonation. He loves, like, flying over Fresno, you know, where I live, and bombing me, you know.
You know what? Dog and you have a similar enough voice that your impression is pretty darn close.
I pull it off pretty good, huh?
Yeah, John Palmer, Dog, as we call him.
As we look at December 7th tomorrow, a day that lived in infamy, thanks to all our veterans, and Dog is one of those veterans.
Yeah, he came a little after World War II, but he's a Vietnam
era.
Yeah,
but he's still a vet.
Air Force veteran, indeed. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, December 8th, it was the day John Lennon was senselessly murdered by a so-called
Oh, my
fan.
gosh.
So it's a rough weekend.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful baby.
Hey, now.
I'm going to make you cry, huh?
No. Don't sing Beautiful Shawn. That's just going to get weird.
That's right, huh? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's a song to his son, Shawn Lennon.
I was just...
S-E-A-N, not S-H-A-W-N.
A friend of mine used to come over and watch Imagine with me, you know. And we'd watch Imagine. We'd cry every time, you know. Great and sad movie at the same time.
Well, everybody knows what a huge Beatles fan I am. And I was only 2 years old at the time.
Another go. Yeah, I grew up on the Beatles, even though I'm not quite that old. My wife, you know, was definitely never got to see the Beatles, but we saw concerts back in the day, right around that time, the early 60s. So.
Meanwhile, we got Mark DeRocket Descenza back in the lead, and Francis the Bandit Dittman checking in the
he just
YouTube
zipped
chat.
those pants up, you know,
and I hope he zipped them up after the court order.
Yeah, it's probably not like me. I always tend to forget to zip that thing up, you know. Hey, man, your fly's open. Oh, sorry.
Hey, Milty, are you afraid of heights? Well, your zipper is.
Hey, it's Francis Dittman. What's up? Indy 500 champion. Coming in to watch the Brickyard here.
Yeah, he knows his way around this place.
Just got out of work. You know, got to earn a living. We're at cross flags halfway. Absolutely.
Yeah, we are past halfway now.
Well, that was back a little bit.
Yeah, about 24 to go.
We need merchandise. Well, we do have. I still have two original FSB hats.
Yeah, Brad Otto's been reviving the store. I should order some of that stuff, actually. Where is Brad? There's Brad in the 31 car. He's been working on revamping the FSB store.
Now, this, as a driver, you're starting to realize I can win this thing. You look at it. So we got the 3, we got Slim Jim, we got the beer can in 3rd, we got the other beer can in 4th, we got Matt Watkins in 5th coming. Dave Simons, the trudger, just trudged through this race. Got maybe a few scrapes and bruises, but the O2 car is looking to move up here.
All right, green flag back in the air. Mark Rocket Descenza leads them back, and Jordan McGregor checking in the YouTube chat. So he's going to be running Fridays in season 36. We're really looking forward to that.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, he's a hell of a road racer and just overall racer.
Will you ever get my computer figured out here? One of these times we got to go at it and Trans Am.
Yeah. Oh, Pops Margerson hard into the outside wall, then back down to the inside.
Second place in Trans Am points, Pops. Oh, no.
That should not bring out the caution, as I mentioned before. Those wrecks to the inside don't tend to do it. And, yeah, we're staying green, but Pops... Oh, Pops got his bell rung hard there. Definitely going to be concussion protocol testing after that one.
The venerable one. Trans Am and Winston Cup champion. Not going to happen tonight.
I'm going back here to see what happened to him exactly. Oh, I think I see it. Let me just back up a little here.
Well, Pops was one of those guys that was holding on to the shovel when we broke ground for FSB racing practically, and he's still here, and he'll still be here, and just solid as a rock. Just not gonna be tonight. Mark the scissor in that 3 car.
Yeah, here we go.
No damage, little damage, whatever. He don't care. Zip them pants up and let's go.
As he pops out a little connection bobble there, 29 started looking underneath, and then
that'll kill you.
Side to side contact. Not going to call it one way or the other, but that pushed him up the track into the outside, then hard to the inside. Yeah, that was a hard lick for the 99 car. I'm surprised that's still running after that. Yeah, that's got the right side of his car looking curvier than a pinup girl, but he's still out there running. Hoping to catch caution, and oh no, Dan Jones! Possible broadcaster jinx victim. Hard into the outside wall. Turn 4. Caution is out
now. What do? You gotta stop. You gotta get tires here.
Absolutely.
No brainer. Now it comes down to your pit crews and your execution here for track position. Mark DeCiz has obviously been the class of the show, even scraping the wall there a little bit. Got to execute. Guy's been in the car here for an hour and a half now or so.
Yeah, counting practice and such, because we've been on the air an hour and 10 minutes at this point. And there you see what happened. 007 was letting the 59, or had the 59 underneath.
Yeah, Barrett's like, who's the flag, man? Yeah, you know, you don't get one caution for one. I don't know, NASCAR, they're fickle, and Ryan Johnson gets caught up in that dude.
Well, you see the two of them. Looks like maybe Dan expects them to be a little lower than that, and they just kind of occupied the same piece of track.
55 miles an hour. Do not speed. Hit your stall nice and smooth. Make sure you have a good angle coming out. Three cars got the advantage here. He can pick his stall. The other guy's got to go around him per qualifying. The 27's the one that's going to have to go around all these guys. He's just trying to get to the outside there.
Yeah, he's got that number one pit stall.
Entrance. This right around the 3 car. That's the pro stop right there. A little bit of an angle, but he's not worried about that because he is in the number 1 stall. This is looking good for the Miller High Life car. Inside tires going on. Go, 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 go. And the 3, and there's almost contact with the 31.
31 of Brad Otto.
The 3 car gets out ahead still. Great stop from the Wrangler guys.
Great stop for the Marine crew. Look at that.
Yes.
That
Where
had to
did
be
he
no
come
tires. That had to be no tires. Never mind 2. Holy cow.
Oh, 300. You made it. With that,
We're gonna
I'll
back
be
that
right
up
back.
and watch. We're gonna watch his pit stop and see what he took here. Alright, we're on Brad Otto here for his pit stop, and let's... Not very good into the box there. You had to kind of get around the 29. Left side tires? Left sides only. Left sides and fuel for the 31. And we'll watch him come down pit road here and beat all these guys out, because everybody took 4. Wow, he just barely beats the 3 car across the line. Barrett McKay asks, can I be the flag man in the game? I would like that. Well, it is possible to take some manual control, not full manual, but caution flags have to be on to be able to throw them manually. That's just what it comes down to. And the flagger, yeah, the flagger in the game, it's not the best ever. It tends to happen at big tracks with a lot of room to the inside, like we have here at Indy. Like we have at Darlington especially. There's a huge area to the inside of the track that's not part of the racing surface. Is that this game is very slow to throw a caution for cars that go below what it considers the racing surface. It's probably a good thing for the old days when we were racing on open servers and you know papyrus open server loops and stuff, with people just out there to wreck each other all the time. Anything that's off the racing groove doesn't usually bring out a caution.
Now it's just revved up even more now.
It is. We are... where are we going to see the restart here in? Lights are still on the pace car. We're about to start lap 47. So we're
It'll
going
be
to
about
start...
16 laps.
Yeah, there's your pace car.
Cam Irvine's back in the pit road.
He must be topping off trying to make it to the end. I'm sitting here trying to do math while I'm completely hammered.
Huge attaboy. Well, you're really good at it when you're not hammered and racing, but yeah.
I'm much better at it when
welcome to
I'm
my
driving.
world.
I am better at doing math when I'm driving than I am when I'm drinking. That is for damn sure.
Absolutely. My dad, professional race car driver, did a couple of drunk driving things for the Highway Patrol here in California as a splash for the 27. And it was pretty hilarious. You know, they'd set up a bunch of cones, some POS car, you know, and he, of course, would be faster than all the highway patrol guys. Then they start giving him booze, you know. And the first couple drinks, he would go even faster around the track. Of course, he was learning the, you know,
Liquid
just like
courage, you know?
Yeah, plus he had like cones, you know. I mean, just like any, even in sim racing, you know, more laps, you get faster as you. But then he would hit a wall, you know. I mean, they had it on TV. It was so funny. He was drunk, got lost on the track. The point is, no matter, excuse me, who you are, drink too much, you shouldn't be behind the wheel ever, you know. No matter how good you are with the car.
Absolutely. Rob Moroso, you know, very promising driver from this time frame, from 1988, 1990 era. Yeah, rookie of the year, and then killed himself in a drunk driving car accident. Killed an innocent person in another car too. But on a happier note, we are about to go back to green, and Brad Otto leads the field with Mark DeRocket Descenza behind him. Let's see how those left side tires fare for him.
This is a huge
Oh, we cannot hold the bottom in turn one.
Him. He's going to be, oh boy, tower gets loose. Time to go now, and we got some action. We've seen single file. Now we're seeing 2 wide, almost 3 wide on the back straight. Bill Farmer in the middle of that, getting sideswiped almost, but oh, Brad Otto sideways.
Oh, hard to the outside wall.
And scrapes against the wall. Good save. Rick Castle way down, almost in the pit lane. Almost hit on into the barrier there, and he saves it too. Great job by Rick Castle in the 124. The play is up here trying to get a top 10.
Oh, 27 car moving backwards. Dan Irvine. Not sure.
How many times have we seen these 2 cars up front? The 3 of Mark DeCenza, the 23 of Slim Jim Gately. And they got the 9 behind him here. Slim Jim's got the bit between his teeth right here.
Meanwhile, lap counter has frozen again. Oh my god.
Chilling like a villain, chilling like a felon. Time to go. Come on, Slim. What actually does that 3 car have? We saw him hit the wall. That doesn't just go away. Great job by the pit crew. Still, they got to be careful, mindful of tires. This is a full fuel run. Fuel could be an issue. But actually, I don't really know for sure. If I said I did the math and was absolutely certain.
I think we had about 18 laps to go on this start, so we're going to be pretty close.
Yeah, so we're just going to have to watch it like the rest of our fans here. 14 people watching now. We'll probably get 100 views. All the drivers will be watching. They'll be showing their families on the rebroadcast on YouTube. Thanks, everybody, for showing up.
Absolutely.
And we got a race here. We got 2 more to go. We got a doubleheader next week.
Yeah, next
2
week.
rainouts.
Yeah, the doubleheader
Let's
for
see how
the
drunk Melty can get in 2 races.
Yeah, seriously. Never mind Milty, what about Shawn with the whiskey? But yeah, we're going to do Michigan and Talladega next week as the doubleheader.
Hey, gentlemen.
We got
Hey,
Ryan
Ryan
Johnson, your series admin. Tough luck for you tonight, Ryan.
That's racing. I didn't have a good night at all. But I'm having fun watching this race up front with my 2 teammates. So
Absolutely. You see these guys go at it, you know what the banter is in the team channel. Just great guys, but also huge competitors. They're gonna not want to wreck each other, but at the same time, there's not gonna be too much corner here.
No, these guys race each other real clean. They're a couple of the best in the business out of, some of the best here at FSB. So should be fun to watch. I don't know what each one of them's going to do, but sit back and watch you guys and let you guys call it. I'm here if you want to talk.
51-4, last lap for
Thanks,
Slim
Ryan.
Jim Gately. As they cross the line here, let's see what we have. Slim Jim Gately, 51.5. They're running as hard as they can. Best lap 51.1 with a huge draft here. Tell me, Ryan, being out there tonight, can a second line go after the leader and jump this guy? Can it happen?
I don't think so. I think it's just going to be if you make a pass, it's going to have to be a really good run. I don't think a line will do it or anything like that. I myself, for some reason, had a hard time getting a handle on the set tonight, and Indy is one of my favorite tracks. But tonight, just couldn't figure it out. Really hard to pass. I guess if I could say one thing, really hard to pass.
That's always the case here at Indy, because as soon as you stick your car out into the air, it just kills the momentum. It just makes the car handle completely differently. And yeah, you got to time it right. You got to have some drafting help. And I'm going to have to disagree. I think you can pass on the outside, but you need to do it off of 2 or off of 4. You got to get to the outside of that other car, and you got to have the help. And here comes, speaking of help, who's the 9 going to go with?
That's what I'm talking about, is the draft here. Come on, get him. Come on. We got to pass for the lead, and it's Slim Jim Gately in the lead.
See, Matt Watkins, he tried to draft
What the heck do we know? But the 3's all over.
Matt Watkins tried to draft the 3 car.
So.
Matt Watkins tried to draft the 3 and try and keep Mark DeSenza to the outside of Slim so that Matt could pull up in there, but it didn't quite work out.
Well, past my ass, Slim Jim Gately in the lead. So now what's going to happen? Are they going to... So we see the draft is helping here. They didn't push him out of the way. He didn't get loose. He just got a great run coming out of 2. 2's always been my favorite place to try to make some kind of move. Here we go again. You see the run with the guys behind him. They're getting a run on the leader. It seems like the error on the nose on the other corners, into the corners, gives the leader advantage.
One thing here, though, that the leader could do is block that error. He could pull low, going down the long straights here, pull back up. He can manipulate the air. I mean, that's something I'd love to do here. I would suspect Slim knows what to do. But
well, we see the Dannervite do that earlier, but the freight train went the other way, and it didn't work for him.
I don't think it'll work right now. I think it'd be a one-man pass, just like you saw Slim do.
Meanwhile, look who snuck up into this pack here. You got the 02 of Dave Simons and the 95 of Will Farmer.
Dave Simons been solid all night, struggling for track position, but not making any mistakes and losing it, just slowly trying to, just getting a spot at a time, and now he's, in a position they maybe get a podium here with a little luck here. These guys are not going to go Noah's Ark here and finish this race. Here comes the 9 down low, just as we say that. Taking a look, nobody's going with him.
Yellow flag, Milty, yellow flag.
Yellow is out.
It'll be a shootout.
Now what do you do?
Everybody
do
can make that feel. I think this is a debris caution because I'm not getting a hit on my alt 6.
How many cars are on the lead lap here?
18.
You don't pit.
You can't pit. No, you lose too much.
Well, I just saw 06 retired. Maybe he had an engine expire.
Oh, I found it.
He done blown up.
Yeah, I didn't get his advance back far enough here.
Our series sponsor The engine builders are not going to be happy about this.
That's only speculation. That it's his engine. I just noticed he did retire. But I tell you what, it is pretty amazing to watch these guys out there tonight. I felt like it was a really tough setup, and these guys make it look easy. I hear you guys talk about it week in, week out in the booth.
It is so hard, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little tricky tonight.
Here we have the 06. He had the 140, or I'm sorry, the 43 looking to his inside, as well as the 29 and the 27. He got a little bit of wall and came down, and just gonna leave it at that.
Cars down pit road.
A little bit of contact
Slim Jim,
with the
is
wall.
Wow. I don't know if excuse me, I don't know if that's
stayed
legal
out.
right there. Slim Jim
Watkins stayed out. The 02 stayed
Three of
out.
them stay out 99, looks like maybe.
Did he make the commitment down pit road? The 23.
Yeah, he'll be fine here on this track.
Okay. Boy, that was as close as you could get it. Execute. Into his stall. The veteran Slim Jim Gately.
And we're gonna
tires
take the
on the right side.
We're gonna take this green flag with about 5 to go.
4 tires for Slim Jim Gately. The rest of the cars are getting 4 tires too. Nobody trying 2. No, the 124. Rick Castle, 2 tires, I think. We'll have to go back and look at that. Gets used track position. That's a sly move. Why not? Pull the trigger. Get some.
Pops Margison also stays out and grabs 3rd spot.
I think
They
Matt's
stay
looking
out.
pretty good.
Why not? Go for it. He's got damage, we're pretty sure.
Rick Castle.
Let's take
Looks
a
like
look
he's
at
gonna
Rick
be 4th.
Castle. Did Rick Castle get 2 or 4 tires?
Let's see. Oh, he happens
does-
to be pitted right across the line,
He
so that's
done
perfect.
jumped those guys.
Let's see, there's the right sides going on. And that's it. Yep, 2 tires.
Yeah, right. 2 tires for Rick Castle. We got Slim Jim Gately in the booth. What's up, Slim?
Oh man, I'm regretting what I just did. I knew I should have stayed out. I guarantee you, we're going to go and get a caution, and we're going to end in a caution. And, I'm just thinking,
You got slower cars though, and you got plenty of laps here. You showed that you can make a pass, and now you're going to have to do it again. You're going to have to make 7 of them. But those guys in front of you are hurting. Rick Castle's got 2 tires, and the rest of the cars got no tires.
Well, Matt Watkins is on old tires. Dave Simon's old tires. Pops Margison in the 99 car is on old tires, and his car has been severely damaged. He took one of the hardest hits you can take without having to retire.
That car's going to be loose on the start. And,
124 is on 2 tires.
yeah, my gut tells me I was going to stay in. I told Mark I'm not going in for nothing, and then right at the last second I changed my mind.
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly. You barely made the commitment line.
I'm just like, I think I made a mistake. I think I just cost myself this race, but we'll find
we
out.
were concerned that you weren't going to make the commitment cone there, but I guess you're okay.
I guess so. I knew it was close, but
Well, and the problem is for your plan to work right now, you don't need another caution.
Yeah, it's got to go green.
Yeah,
You're
it's
going to have
gotta
about
go
5
green,
to go.
So you got to hope for that. But everybody's going to be going for the win here. So, that's yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Now, Matt Watkins is definitely in the catbird seat right now, and what he wants to see, I think either way is going to work out good for him.
Yeah,
It's
it'd be
enough
hard to pass.
well, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I'm pretty sure I just cost myself the race, but you never know. You guys know how racing is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You second guess yourself.
The fat lady ain't singing yet, bro. Go get him.
Yeah, that's very
Do
true,
what you
Slim.
do.
You and I have made the right and the wrong call enough times to know that you just gotta go with what you go with, man.
Yeah, it's a chance you take, and I got better tires than everybody in front of me, but it doesn't
Yep.
necessarily equate to anything.
Well, you're definitely going to be helped by the change in the backstretch rule.
Yeah.
You just got
And
to
then
wait till
I've
after the
got
start
my,
finish line.
We've got my other teammate Mark behind me, and man, he can fly at this track.
Plus, Ken Hansen works well with you, and he knows what you guys can do, so he's going to be looking to.
Well, y'all have the
Get some
same
help.
agenda here, so you're all going to want to go. It looks like you made the pass coming out of turn 2. That's the best run. You got plenty of time. Get going one lap, and then next lap coming out of turn 2, it's going to be on.
The lights are out on the FSP
They'll
pace
follow
car.
you.
All right, you guys
Good
drop
luck.
me back down the channel.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir. I got you.
All right, thanks, Milty. Thanks, Slim. Well, folks, that's what it comes down to here. Next flag ends this, whether it's a checkers or wreckers.
Oh, wow, I'm not very good at that, but I finally got him in the show. That's surprising how hard that is.
Proud of you, Milt.
we are all very
Well,
proud of you,
I'm not the
Milty.
brains of the operation, thank God.
I think that deserves Miltism.
Yeah. I do that, except my game crashes when I tab out nowadays, ever since NVIDIA messed with the drivers.
This is NASCAR 2003, FSBRacing.com. You can still get the game. If you're wondering from the outside looking in, can I be a part of this? I love NASCAR. I'd love to be a pro sim racer. You can do it. You can start from the bottom in this league. They have different series every night of the week. Dang there, I think. And get to where these guys are and get to be on Friday. And actually, Friday night, you sign up, you suit up, you show up. You get the race here on Friday night.
Pace car in. Matt Watkins
go.
leads them back
Come
to
on.
green. 4 to go. We're on board Slim Jim on the right. I muted it so you can actually hear us. And
This feeling
let's
that
go.
When you're in the cockpit, I definitely
He's
miss,
looking underneath the 124 already through turn 1.
I
But
just
your
don't think he's
leader
going to have
is
enough
that
time
guy,
to get
Matt
there, even if
Watkins.
it goes
Yeah,
green.
Matt Watkins was just shot out of a cannon. Oh, there's a
Oh, there's
huge
a wreck.
huge wreck behind them.
Game
Oh, and that's exactly what these guys didn't need. And Matt Watkins, that's exactly what he needs.
95 Young Wolf Farmer is torn all to pieces.
The GOAT.
Didn't see who else was in that. That just gets worse every time, Milty.
I know every time I've done it, it's been different. I'm gonna have to get that on my phone and just play it, because I don't
Let's
do
see
it
what happened
justice.
with Young Wolf Farmer here. The Rusty's machine definitely got the short end of whatever happened.
Matt Watkins does what he does, and that's figure out a way to win. If
I
he's
see
gonna be
53 and
sorry.
43 and 95 all collected there. Heavy damage to the 95 as he hits the
Well, they
outside
had
and
to
slides
go.
all
I
the
mean,
way to the
you
inside.
gotta go.
And yeah, that's your race-ending caution right there. And Matt Watkins. It looks like
How
the
about Dave
tickers.
Simons there? Just perseverance, skill, and patience on the podium. It's not over till it's over, but on the verge of a podium. Very nice, classy, smooth, patient run. That definitely showed me something for the O2 tonight, which we already knew. I mean, all these guys are badass good, but luck and luck as falls. This doesn't happen all the time. Tonight, it happened. The O2 missed that big wreck maybe got a little bit of fender damage, avoiding it about mid race, and you need luck if you're gonna, you know, get on a podium here at FSB.
Oh, you absolutely do.
But Matt Watkins just another rabbit out of the hat. Slim Jim,
Well,
the 9 right there in like 6th place, but just a solid, great Ken Hansen run.
I'm going to
Just
throw out
another
a
car
I'm going to
that
throw out a
had-
pun here and just say, sometimes it's better to be lucky and good.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
not or, it's both. So good job, great pit call. Awesome job to Matt Watkins.
That's why we call him the GOAT, and what a way to cap a dominant championship season.
Well, we
He
talk
didn't
about
have to show
his
up for 2
skills.
races.
Yeah, we all got our work cut out if he's going to come back again.
We
I'm
talk
sure
about
he
his
will.
skills, but as a driver, but also on the fly as a decision maker, as a sim racer, making these decisions late in the race, totally refocusing every time the strategy changes.
Experience.
That's what makes him the GOAT,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Cool under pressure.
Absolutely. White flag. This will not go green.
Yeah,
One
absolutely.
lap to
Any
go.
caution
2.5
within 5.
miles. You still got to make it. We've seen crazy stuff happen. Broadcaster drinks. No.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
not that powerful,
a
man.
couple seasons back. I got disconnected under caution while
Yeah, blown
leading
up before.
while leading in a super speedway race, and yeah, it turned out we got a restart with 1 to go, but still, I probably would have held on to win that. But yeah, that one stung.
Well, just another example of great, exciting racing. Battles for position strategy. 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires. Like I was telling Slim there, the no tires stay out guys. It didn't work for him, but
Well, Slim still managed to grab 3rd spot.
managed to get a podium. What those
He needed the
4
caution.
tires?
Needed the caution for the W, but yeah, I think he
no
might have had it.
caution for the W.
We needed no caution
Yeah.
for the W, rather. Yes, sorry. I'm drunk.
Well, you
Hey,
don't.
well,
you know.
I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks
I
for letting
sound
me come
more
hang
drunk,
out
actually.
and give my thoughts and whatever. I'm gonna get out of here for the podium awards here, whatever.
Yeah, you
call
gotta
it.
do
And,
all the points and stuff. So
I'm
thanks for
gonna
all
get
you
all
do,
that
Ryan.
ready. But it's been a fun season. I know we got the doubleheader next week, so all of you out there, tune in. It should be a fun night.
Yeah, you got your work cut out for you on
be
that
there
one,
or
bud.
Be square.
Yes.
Well, thanks for all you do, Ryan. You're the boss of Friday night. You handle your ship very well, and also have to drive. It's a huge commitment for a boss on Friday night to have to give laps back, focus on your race, and you done a great job as usual, and we appreciate it.
All right. Thank you guys. I'm out.
All right, take care, Ryan. And there we go. It's official. Matt Watkins is
Fantastic.
your winner. And yeah, again, can't say enough about what Ryan Johnson does for not just Friday nights, but for the league in general. One of our admins here. Very active admin, very dedicated. And has become a good friend of mine over the years. So Thanks again, Ryan Johnson, but congrats again to Matt Watkins in that number 35 Mario machine. Your season champion, and let's see what number win that is. Trying to bring up the points here.
Matt Watkins, a dominant season.
Believe it or not, that's only his third win of the season. But he's finished second pretty much every other race.
His consistency is... He will kiss the bricks.
There you go. Very appropriate for the Mario car. Well
play the
spotted
Mario
there.
for victory. Yeah.
See, he's got bricks on the bottom of that car, being a Mario car. Yeah, other than Dover, where he got trapped 2 laps down. Holy cow, what happened? How was it looking? He is tumbling down the front stretch. Who hit him? I was looking at his season stats, which average finish of 3.22. I mean, how do you beat that on a Friday night?
That's championship material right there.
His worst finish of the season was that 14th place at Dover, where he got caught 2 laps down because of being caught out pitting. But other than that, I mean, we're looking at 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 14, 2, 2. So his worst finish besides that one anomaly was 3rd all season long. Just a fantastic, dominant season, truly dominant. And we'll go through our full rundown of the standings here tonight. Matt Watkins, obviously your winner. Diamond Dave Simons, the great strategy call there to steal 2nd place. Slim Jim Gately 3rd. Just needed a few more laps to make those tires work for him. Mark DeSenza, Ken Hansen rounding out your top 5. Rick Castle hung in there. Brings it home 6th place again. Just been a strong season of very smart runs for that 124 car. 29 car Jeff Hale. We saw some flashes. Just that start from the back strategy. Never could make up the track position he needed to get up higher. Rick Bisconner and Dan Irvine, John Palmer and Dan Irvine rounding out your top 10. All right, there's your generic rock music. There we go, Milty's got the Mario
Super
theme.
Mario Brothers in the house.
All right, Milty, I'm gonna have you go gather up our. This barrel case says not burn it down, but do a barrel roll. You know what? That's actually appropriate for Nintendo, because if you know Nintendo, you know Star Fox. Do a barrel roll. All right, Milty, go grab our podium finishers. Okay, so yeah, that's Indy for you. Next week, we're gonna finish up this season 35 and finish up the entire 2019 FSB season with a doubleheader, double feature, twice the racing for your money, which is, free. And we're gonna hit Michigan and then Talladega BR. That should definitely be a barn burner. We're still to be determined on what the race lengths are going to be on that. I'm voting for 20%. Do a couple chicken runs back to back. We'll see what everybody comes back with. Meanwhile, Milty has grabbed our race winner and our series champion, Matt Watkins. Oh, here we go. We got the whole gang up in here. So let's Slim Jim, we talked to you a little bit before the green flag came out there, and man, you made some moves. Now Milty's playing the music again.
Oh man,
Slim Jim, man, it looked like you had the right strategy call if it went green. You think you could have caught him?
oh, I have no doubt I'd have called him. First of all, congrats to Matt. It was a good call staying out. I told them in the broadcast, Matt, that as soon as I turned down pit road, I knew it was a mistake. But you know, I got the hand I was played, and I took it, and it didn't work out. But yeah, if it stayed green, I think I had it. But you never know.
It looked good out there. You kept the car clean all night. You were not involved in any drama. You had the, looks like it's just a very smooth night. Just came out into pit strategy. So great run as always.
Yeah,
and
if that would have stayed green, Slim, I mean, you had way better tires, and who knows? Everybody was going to go with you. It would have been an exciting finish, but that's the way it goes.
yeah, you
had
had
to roll
friends
the
around you
dice,
for sure.
bro,
Well, I was able to get by third and fourth pretty quick, and that was kind of key right there. But I still needed it to stay green, and it didn't. So
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that they'd hold you off a little bit longer.
Yeah, there's Dave Simons there.
Well, Diamond Dave was definitely solid all night and smooth, patient, in a gaggle, and just really could have been your night too, bro. Just
Yeah, I was
P2.
hoping to see Matt slide up a little bit at the end on the restart, and instead I did.
yeah, good luck with that.
that's a good one.
And I was like, oh, geez, I just lost a second and a half. And then I knew that I knew the fast guys would be coming. I was like, okay, we just hope, just stick with Matt. Wherever he goes, I'll go with him. But if I see them
Absolutely.
coming up, I might have to jump out. And I'm like, no, I'll just go with them. But unfortunately for me, I guess it didn't happen. Would have been much more exciting, of course, and much more fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely, it was still a great
just
call, great
solid,
run.
smart veteran race by you. I mean, you just made excellent pit stops, and with everybody else not making any mistakes, slowly moved up, and then you got great track position at the end there and had a chance for a win. So
Oh yeah,
it's a fantastic run, man.
Oh, I was sweating it too, because I knew when everybody dove onto pit road, I'm like, okay, Mark, Slim, I think Rick was one of them, Ken. I'm like, okay, all the guys that always win are all going to be on fresh tires, and we are so going to get jumped.
Yeah.
And it was going to be exciting.
Well, Rick Castle on those two tires behind you, he probably didn't have a feel for two tires. Two tires isn't as simple as it sounds.
Oh, God,
it's
no.
not.
It
No, he got
drastically
really
changes the way the
jumped.
car handles, and he got jumped
Yep.
pretty hard, and that helped save you and keep you there in second place. So again, great strategy call. Solid run all night. Looked like you kept the car clean, and congrats,
Yeah,
Dave.
I did not bounce off the walls tonight, which is a little bit unusual.
That's what I always say at the aero tracks. You keep that right
Indianapolis,
side of your
absolutely.
car is your best friend. You keep that in one piece, and it's going to do good things for you. Meanwhile, Matt Watkins there. It's official. The points have been updated. Matt Watkins is 52 points ahead of Rick Bisconner. It's 24 points is the max you can score in our current FSB point system, with 2 races next week in the doubleheader. That's it. You're clinched. You're the champion by at least 4 points. So congrats, Matt, on tonight and the overall season. So tell us about your night.
I appreciate it. First thing, I say sorry to Dan, man. I about ran him over on one of the pit stops. I totally missed his pit sign, and I bumped it back. I can't believe we didn't wreck. But felt kind of brain fart on that one. But luckily we didn't wreck. But
There was a lot of that going around.
that was a Hail Mary strategy. I was in like 4th, and it's just all those cars were equal, and there was just no way I was going to pass them. And I knew if maybe there was a couple cars buffer, I could hold them off for maybe at least 2 laps if we could get a caution there. Not a chance I'd held them off for 4 laps. Too much laps on the tires.
Well, you've throughout the years of racing against you and watching your great career, you've made those calls on average more better than not, but that still was you threw it out there, and that's why Slim's kicking himself in the butt there, because
You can hear
it's
that?
like he know how you
Sounds like it
roll.
hurts.
And but And to watch the way Slim came in at the last second and had to make that pit call. I mean, there's no Roger Penske or Richard Childress telling you pit or not pit. You got to
Like
make
Chad
that call
Knaus.
on your own, or Chad. Yeah, Chad's. So it's
Yeah,
split decision.
It's a really hard call to make when you're leading because it's
Absolutely, because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
yeah, it
Yep.
was in a pretty tough spot. Yeah, him and Mark, Ken, Dave, those guys were out there all night, man. They were fast, so there was no way I was getting by those guys unless the Hail Marys and strategy worked out.
Yeah, so
Well,
that brings your average finish to third for the season. The only thing bringing that average down is that
that's
Dover
just
where you got
terrible.
caught 2 laps down. Yeah,
Yeah, we could just delete that one. That'd be cool.
yeah, there you go. Drop that, and your average finish is like 2.1 or something like that. So,
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, man. These guys are really really good in this league, so it's just fun racing them and doing it clean. So yeah, man, I've had a really good time racing all these guys.
yes, three wins on the season, championship clinched. What's your mentality going into next week for the doubleheader? Are you gonna try for the sweep? Balls to the wall.
Just trying to have
Yes,
fun.
win, baby.
Got another little streak going, trying to finish the whole season without an incident. That was the big goal. So far, we're keeping that going.
Is an admirable
so.
goal, and I raise a glass to that because that's how I run too.
Well,
Yeah,
that,
definitely want to get that done next week.
and when you talk about winning championships, that's a big part of it. Is not crashing.
Yeah,
Not wrecking
keep the
people,
right side
not
on your
crashing.
car, and good things
Yeah,
happen.
that's a good idea.
That's what I keep saying.
But that's why he is the GOAT.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. As always, again, congrats to our podium, Slim Jim Gately, Diamond Dave Simons, and the GOAT, Matt Watkins. Fantastic race tonight, guys, and of course, all season. We'll catch you next week as well. Thanks as always, my partner, Milt Motor Jr. Can't do it without you, buddy. Love having you around. Our series sponsor, Bill Farmer, Farmer Brothers Contracting, putting up the hardware that will be in the mail around Christmas time for Matt Watkins there. But we appreciate all our series sponsors.
You'd have to build another room there for
Yeah,
those
seriously.
trophies, though, man.
Hey, last but not least,
I don't even have room for mine. I haven't raced in a long time.
we appreciate what you guys do, man. You have
Yeah,
no
buddy.
idea what it means to all
Absolutely.
of us for you guys to do
Thank
what you
you.
do. We
Thank
love you
you.
guys.
Thanks, Slim. Getting
likewise.
you
Guys,
guys,
for your
getting you into
broadcasts. It's
Victory
very
Lane
entertaining.
on
You
air,
do a
getting
great
that stuff
job.
archived.
Thanks,
That's
Dave.
what we do it for, man. So, yeah, thanks guys for making the show.
Love the sport, man. Love
Thank
the
you, Ryan
people.
Johnson, our series admin, and checking in tonight in the booth, too. We appreciate all he does to keep us running here at FSP. And, of course, our league promoter, who hates to be called boss, which is why I call him the boss, Sammy.
Tough luck.
Yeah.
You're the boss.
Tough Sammy, you're the boss. We love you. We love all you do to keep this going. And thanks to all of you two out there in YouTube land. Thanks for tuning in. And for FSB Racing Live, I'm Shawn Reap saying good night. See you next week for the finale.